Let's make sure to tune us in and let's make sure to get this great stream going. Here we go. Here we go. We should be good. Let's move us a little bit higher. I think we should be good. Woof. Man, this is real good. Looking good, real good. I think we have everything going here, yeah. Wait a minute. We could put this one here. Why not? Put this one over here. Yes, 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 yes. All right, let's make sure of what we're doing. I need to get something to start the stream off. And for a lot of you watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a special stream. I cook picanha steak with a 10 out of 10 Jack Daniel's Heritage 2025 whiskey. But to start off, we're going to have to make some room for this buddy over here. For all of you watching, we're going to start off by saying today, we are officially going to be doing the one and only brand spanking new Jack Daniel's single barrel. The Heritage is from Tennessee. And for some of you that want to know about whiskey, well, you just tune into the best stream ever. Right? There's only stream that streams every single day. And for some of you watching, I do know that many of you know this. I know that many of you probably are new that just tuned in. Probably have never seen anybody stream every day. That's all right. Point of the matter is, here we go. We're going to start doing this. So what we're going to do is, first off, let me align this good so that all of you can see. Beautiful. Let's align this good so everybody can see. And we're going to just tune this a little bit down, not too far. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our beautiful picanha pieces. Yes, we got our beautiful picanha pieces. And not only that, we're about to drink something. But before we drink anything, right, I need to introduce you to the beer that's probably the newest in the market for me. Something new that I'm going to say I really, really like. Let me introduce you to this one. And what we're going to do is, we're going to actually pour this up, but we're going to make some room. We're going to make some room to pour this up. So we're going to light this up over here. Let me move some stuff here. All right, we're going to put this center stage, right? This is what we're doing center stage. You're going to see officially how I'm doing this. Oh, I don't want to lose that one. Let me move this. All right, let me see. We have everything going good. We need a glass. Let's get a glass. I'm going to get an ice cold glass. Let's get an ice cold glass. Let me see. Ooh. Ice cold. All right, let's get an ice cold glass. All right, here we go. Ice cold glass. Chat room. Don't forget to hit that like button. Ice cold. Look at this. Woo! This thing is frosty. We're gonna put it over here. All right, so let's tune this in a little bit. Boom, we're gonna put this over here. By the way, we're gonna be drinking. Officially. All right, this looks good, doesn't it? Looks good. Ooh, looks real good. All right, so here, let's pop this open. Cheers, all of you. This is a beer that I really want all of you to try. It's really, really good. And Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're about to do this. Here we go. Oh, my Lord. This is honestly the best beer I've probably had from Germany, I think, ever. It's really outstanding. I want to make sure to show you the best products ever. Good to see all my members in the chat room. Good to see all my members in the chat room. Here we go. First lick, and then we're going to start seasoning. Hit that like button. Don't forget to poll in the chat room. Click which one you excited for. What sport are you excited for in the chat room? The Canelo fight? NFL, yes, National Football League, or baseball? Or are you ready to look and, wait for tomorrow? It's college football. Here we go. Cheers, all of you. That's so good. I don't know why it tastes a little bit different today. It tastes slightly different today. Yesterday, it was so rich. Maybe, maybe it was so rich because I poured all of it. Maybe the bottom has some stuff. I don't know, but right now, I'm gonna just show you what we're doing. Hey, I gotta show you. So we're gonna be doing Kinder's, yes, Brazilian steak. We're gonna use this. This is gonna be the seasoning of the day. We can set this over here. There's gonna be the seasoning of the day. All right, Kinder's, a Brazilian steak. Now, before we do any of this seasoning, I want to let you know for this cookout, you're going to need to have that barbecue really, really hot, okay? I do expect some of you to have that barbecue at least 350 or 400. Keep it open so that you get some flames. You're going to be doing picanha. So if you are doing picanha, you're going to get some fat on there. And you could cut it. You could do whatever you want. But the fat on there is really what makes picanha picanha. And that's a fat cap. For some of you who don't know, this comes in a whole picanha piece. It's almost a piece like this. You're going to have to slice it with the grains, and then you're going to officially start to season it. Now, there's different ways to do this. You could do, I've done every way possible to cook this. You could cook the fat cap first, right? You put it on the grill. Anyways, you know what? This is not 101. This is not a grilling 101. You're going to see what I do. If I did grilling 101, it'd be different. But right now, this is going to be showing you step by step of how I'm doing this picanha steak and how I'm doing it with just Brazilian steak. Yeah, Brazilian steak, Kinder's. Before we do anything else, I need to go back to this. Here we go. Cheers, cheers. It is so good. There's something about this that I can't really put my eyes on it, of why this is so much better than a lot of other richer, not stronger, but I guess you could say a little bit strong. By the way, DT Cruz are in the chat room. I'm going to say this. For the men out here, Jack Daniels is the Heritage Barrel, brand new. MSRP for this one should be about $70-something. $70-something just came out, toasted barrel. This is a 2025 special edition release. And maybe I'm not going to even say special edition. I'm not going to say special edition. They used to be special edition, but now they're going to be an annual release. But over here you can see it, beautiful. Jack Daniels has been doing some good stuff, so I don't think I'm gonna say anything bad about this. That's why I had 10 out of 10. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is this Jack Daniels worth it? Is that Jack Daniels? How many of you like Daniels? How many of you like JD here in the USA? How many of you like Jack Daniels here in the USA? How many of you are into this Jack Daniels here in the USA? God, this is so good. This is so good. Hit that like button if you're watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let me see this. Here we go. Let's try this out. It's so good. I don't think you could beat that. If anybody says that they could beat that, it's kind of unlikely. Very hard to beat. So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna keep this on the screen, yeah? Oof. What should I take off this? You know what? We're gonna take this off. This one isn't as good as this needs a spotlight. So let's put the spotlight over here. Let's put the spotlight where Elijah Craig. That's the best toasted barrel. That's the best toasted barrel. So if that Jack Daniels could beat that best toasted barrel, this is a real good bottle. If it can beat it. I'm looking forward to this. So for all of you, here we go. We're going to start seasoning, okay? Here we go. First off, let's shake this up one time, Kinders. All right, here we go. Let's start doing this. So, first thing is first, we're going to season. We're going to season our picanha. Now, if I like this heritage, I will tell you, you should all buy it, okay? We only show the best. I usually tell you it's usually really going to be good before anything. All right, Jack Daniels, Jack Daniels. So maybe we should just start popping it open. What you think? Maybe we should start popping it open. Good to see all of you in the chat room. Thank you for everybody tuning in on a Friday. I know on a Friday, some of you could be in an AMC movie theater or eating some sushi, but you're here watching me with your feet up, butt naked. Here we go. We're going to start seasoning this. Now, I'm going to just do this, okay? Brazil, Brazil. Now, this is a really good seasoning. I smelled this already. I popped this open. Oof, it's so good. Again, it doesn't matter where you're from. You could be Haitian. You could be Jamaican. You could be Chinese, Asian. You could be Filipino. You could be the most American white boy ever. It doesn't matter. If you're here in America, we all appreciate everybody's opinion on food. And the beautiful thing of the USA is that we are a country, yes, united in one. That means everybody around the world comes to the USA and they make their life a little bit better in the USA. So the Brazilians that do come from Brazil, from the USA, well, guess what? They give us a nice treat. They put these at the stores, and now we have something like this. Appreciate your neighbor. Maybe you don't talk to your neighbor because he's from South Korea or North Korea. I just came here. Appreciate him. Give him a little, give him a little hello. Yes, yes. Everybody's opinion really matters. You never know. There might be a bad opinion there that just, you might say, you know what? That's a bad opinion. All of a sudden, you use a Brazilian steak, and you're like, you know what? I hate Brazilians. Then boom, officially, you start buying Brazilian flags. You're so inspired by that one dude, right? Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We got a Super Chan in the house. Super Chan, yes. Here we go. First Super Chan here. Happy Friday, Reaper Crew. Cheers, everyone. And she also says, wife, you should love you. There's two best friends in the chat room. You could bring your best friend in the chat room whenever you want to. Okay, make sure to bring your best friend in the chat room whenever it is that you are officially here. Tell them, hey, don't tell my boyfriend I'm gonna be on this chat room. You know what I mean? Don't tell my husband, baby. Let's get in this chat room. You know what I'm talking about? For all of you, there we go. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Huge appreciation for everybody that sends Super Chats today, okay? For all of you that send Super Chats today, it goes a long way, and I really appreciate it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we get both sides. All right, I'm going to use my hands on this one. Now, these picanhas are beautiful. Again, this one, I'm just going to tell you, this is USDA Choice. USDA Choice is good. After USDA Choice will be USDA Prime, and Prime is going to cost a little bit more. But unfortunately, I couldn't go to the other side of the city today because it was a lot of rain. I said, you know what? I'm just going to get this one, and it looks good. Price I paid for this, because you guys always want transparency. I paid about $30 for this, and this was a 2.8 pounder, okay? 2.8 pound picanha. By the way, this is going to be the hardest piece. The back piece is always going to be the hardest piece. And so it's a 2.8 pound picanha, yeah? So just so you guys know. Okay, we're going to start flipping them. It looks good. I hope you guys can see, and I hope I have the angle good so you guys can see. Don't forget to hit that like button in the poll. We have a poll currently. A lot of people are looking for that fight. The fight will be on Netflix, apparently. Canelo fight. I think it's the first time I've ever seen him fight, personally, since the Floyd Mayweather. Last time I saw Canelo fight was when he fought Floyd Mayweather. It was a long time ago. I just don't watch Mexican fighters. I just don't watch, man. I'm be honest with you. I just don't watch Mexican fighters. I think it's just a waste of time. I'm sorry. I mean, ever since what was the Mexican fighter, Oscar de la Hoya, I think he was the last Mexican fighter that I ever watched in my life. For all of you watching, if you concur, if you believe it, hit that like button. And my favorite boxer, Mike Tyson. He was such. He was. That guy was Showtime every day. And for all of you, ladies and gentlemen, this is Showtime. Yes, this is Showtime. So again, I'm just some of you. This is really amazing. I don't know how to say it. Corbinia. Who's this leg fagger? Real nice, real nice. Anyways, the point of the matter is, here we go. Let's drink a sip. Cheers, cheers, all of you. This is really good. I guarantee all the men should like this. The women are gonna like that too. The women are gonna like that too. It reminds me of it reminds me of a lighter, like a lighter stout. It's really good. Here we go. Let's pump this open. So we're gonna be using this. This smells so good. All right, let's light this up. Now, if you don't have this, the best thing you could do with picanha, salt, pepper, sea salt, pepper, and use a little bit of garlic if you want. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this. Some of you are probably like, wait a minute. Why don't you use salt and pepper? Isn't that the best? I get bored of salt and pepper. Honestly, I don't use the same shoes every day. I don't use the same underwears every day. I also don't wear the same pants every day. I do use the same toothbrush, but the point of the matter is I don't like to use the same seasoning when it comes to picanha every single day. Huge shout out to Farm Kitty with the super chat. Thank you so much, Farm Kitty. I'll be giving super chat shout outs on this stream. I'm going to try to focus on this because I do know the sun is starting to go down and I lose track. And then next thing you know, I'm ready to eat by midnight. Here we go, Kinders. If you like the stream so far, do me the favor, hit that like button. We're going to be popping open this Jack. We're going to be popping open this very, very limited, hard to find, very almost, I'm not going to say rare, but the heritage, okay? Heritage. Let's start flipping this. Start flipping this over here. Let's start flipping this. Boom. Again, this is going to be the fat cap. You see the fat cap? Beautiful fat cap. You're going to make sure that that heat on the barbecue is really hot. All right, make sure that heat is really, really hot. Okay, we're going to do this. This is the hardest piece in the back. This is the hardest piece out of all the picanha pieces that we have cut, but you can still enjoy that one. My dog will probably like that one a little bit more because it's a little bit tougher. These are going to be all nice and tender and juicy. I'm aiming to be a little bit more medium rare on these, so you're going to see when I do put it on barbecue, you can see how good it looks after. All right, point of the matter is, here we go, it looks good. By the way, if you want to make this fancy, all you have to do is just, you can bend them. See what I mean? You can just bend them like that. The more you bend them, the nicer they look. All right, here we go. We're about to light this up, and now we're going to, once we light this up, after we light this up, we officially going to open up that Jack Daniels, all right? Hit that like button if you're looking forward to that. Here we go. Let's pop this open. I'm going a little bit, not too light, a little bit heavy on the trigger finger. The reason why is because we're going to lose a lot of the seasoning. We're going to lose a lot of the seasoning. Here we go, let's do this again. Let's do this one in the back. Okay, we have everything going. Everything looks fantastic. But one thing you're going to need to do is you're going to make sure that the fat cap, you got to make sure the fat cap is a little bit, what's the word? Seasoned up, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to check this. Check it. We're just going to roll it around here. There we go. A little bit of fat cap. Good. We're going to do that in each one. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. Look at that fat cap looking good. All right. Okay, another one with the fat cap. That looking nice. You can still dig it in there. Deep in there. Like a Doritos in a ranch. Just dip it in there. Looks good. Okay. Everything's looking fancy, looking nice. Beautiful. I'm going to turn this one because I think there's more olive oil on the side. We need to put that. Look at this. There's no seasoning. Man, come on. We just light it up. There you go. Got a little bit. Just that's all. That's all you need. Just a little bit. Beautiful. Looks good, but you gotta dip it like a Dorito. Dip it like a Dorito chip. There you go. Recently, I had my first chips that I've had in a long time. Recently, they were called what are they called? Pringles. I've had the first chips ever. I think it was yesterday. I don't eat chips. I don't eat potato chips, but I had them yesterday. They were buy one, get one free. And I said, you know what? Let me splurge. Let me splurge. I ended up buying some potato chips. Those potato chips, you don't believe are good for you. They'll turn you into fatty in overtime. Overtime. You guys are, what is he talking about overtime? You know, when you pop the Pringles and you put them away, and then all of a sudden overtime is you go back. You go back to them the same day, man. That's overtime, man. You're gonna chill out. You get turned into a fatty. If you're not a fatty already. Anyways, point of the matter is everything's looking good. Looking forward to this. Ooh, I gotta do this one. All right, everything's looking good. All right, for some of you, here's a part that some of you are looking forward to. Jack Daniels. I'm also looking forward to the Jack Daniels part of the stream. This is the best part for some of you. Best part for some of you, okay? I'm also going to say, for all of you, I'm trying to keep track of the chat room. My wrenches can keep track of it. I have a lot of things to do right now, so for some of you, the super chat that I got from Farm Kitty, huge appreciation. I really appreciate you, and for all of you, happy Friday to all of you. Happy Friday to all of you, Reaper Crew. You know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, let me show you. It's about 7:20. I usually say what time it is at 7:14. It's crazy. I won the lottery today. Guess how much money I won? $4. $4. All right, we're going to do this. I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this. All right, Jack Daniels. We're going to do the Jack Daniels right now. Here we go. We're going to do the Jack Daniels right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving some stuff because we need to put some other whiskeys that are toasted that I think should officially get close to what we're doing. So we're going to keep this on there. As a matter of fact, we're going to move this to the side. We're going to put... Ooh, we got a super chat. There we go. There we go. Another super chat. And the super chat currently is Brian. Thank you so much, Brian, for the $5 super chat. Says, when is Jack going to put out enough of the new heritage to see it? I want that. And the old fits bib, which is he's talking about bottled and bond. He's talking about bottled and bond. He also says, but can't find it. Can't find it. Brian, I'm gonna say this. All right, I'm gonna say this. He also says for all of you watching, okay, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. Yes, Brian, thank you so much for 5. We're gonna do this over here. So it doesn't mean that it's gonna be good, okay? I'm gonna pop this open right now in front of all of you, and I'm gonna tell you if it's worth buying. I am honest as honest can be. The reason why is because I'm spending my own money, and if I don't want you to spend the money, that's just what it is. All right, and so for all of you, that goes for Brian. Just don't think just because online they tell you it's good, don't expect it to be good, okay? I'll give you the real review. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this open. What I'm going to also do is, for all of you, if you could do me a favor, please give a little prayer to the USA. Prayer to the USA. There we go. That should be sufficient. Little prayer to the USA. Let's close this a little bit closer to us. All right. You got this going. We got our water. This is Atlantic water. My favorite water, Brian. Today, 2 super chats. Farm Kitty and Brian, thank you so much. And for all of you in the chat room, thank you so much for being here. Adventures, DT Cruiser, a couple other people I've seen in the chat room. Brian, thank you so much for being here. Don't drink Zephyr Hills. Zephyr Hills is dookie, just like the Siny. The Siny is dookie too. Why are they dookie? Well, because if you drink high pH water, you're going to figure out that, you know what, anything lower than high pH is real dookie. Anyway, it's point of matter is, here we go, what we're going to do is over here. But some of you probably haven't drank all the waters in the world. The Siny is probably one of the worst. Evian is for the women and the men that like Madonna. I don't like the taste of Evian water. How many of you like Evian water? I can't stand the taste of it. It almost tastes like if I'm drinking from the toilet water of France. And then there's another one, Deja Blue. They don't make that anymore, I think. Zephyr Hills is probably back there of one of the waters that I just don't like. It's just something about it. Point of matter is, before we do anything, we have our beer here. We're going to put it here just so you see. All right. And now comes the fun part. Here we go, the fun part of the stream. Let's pop this open. I think I saw Adventures earlier. Good to see Adventures. Here we go, judgment time. Did I just waste my time buying this? By the way, I paid under $100, okay, about $90 for this. I paid about $90 for this. MSRP is $70, but that's okay. I saved myself some gas money. So for some of you, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this comes the part that some of you are looking forward to. There's nothing currently in the market right now that can beat this. This is honestly the toasted barrel. The barrel proof is honestly insane. 8-year Elijah Craig. The proofing on this one is 126.3 proof. There's nothing in the market that can currently beat that toasted Elijah Craig single barrel. And this one's another single barrel. So for some of you, you guys are probably like, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Here's the barrel. Every barrel is going to be different. Let me clean this because it's a little bit dirty. Every barrel is different, okay? So understand when I'm tasting this, and if I really like it, it should be close to what you like. But it's not going to be exactly because they're all different, right? It's only one barrel. So here we go. Some of you hit that like button if you're watching. Hit that like button if you're watching. Here we go. I can't wait for this. Honestly, let's know this out. Let's know this out. Huge shout outs in my chat room. Here we go. Let's know this out. It's super, super sweet, just like I thought. It's like a sweeter marshmallow. Most of the other toasted, this is very a little bit different, a little bit different, different than any other toasted barrel. This is honestly like a sweet, sweet, super sweet. I'm gonna compare this to maybe the mid-course toasted barrel, the bourbon, because it's a very sweet nose. This is honestly super, super sweet. You guys know I don't like super, super sweet stuff unless it tells me it's a finished product. It's finished in a different barrel. But currently, there's a toasted barrel, 100 proof on this one. So again, this one's, what is it, 126, right? The Penelope, which I thought would be around maybe close to maybe what this would taste like, 100 proof, right? And this one obviously is 100 proof Jack Daniels, the Heritage. So this is going to be, is it a 10 out of 10 currently? The nose is really sweet, very nice, very calming, nothing crazy. But I'm going to say this. Never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a whiskey by its cover just by nosing now. All right, for all of you watching, let me make sure that all of you know we're going to put a little bit of light on here because I don't think you guys can see. Let's put a little bit of light on here. Brian in the chat room, I see you, Brian. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Looking forward to this. Cheers, 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 all of you. First time ever have this. Jack Daniels, the Heritage Single Barrel. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. That's a good one. But wait a minute, that's my first sip. That's my first sip. And also, I'm going to also say is, for some of you watching, I do know that my first sip should never count. Right? Should never count. I do know that many of you strive to see me basically try and drink this, right, with a little bit beginning and then finish off with no water on here, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do no water on here, but I'm gonna honestly say for 100 proof, it kind of tastes a little bit higher than 100 proof. Honestly, tastes higher than 100 proof, and I'm honestly a little bit scared that if I put a little bit, just a little bit, I'm scared that if I put just a little bit of water, it might ruin this whiskey. But it does taste like 115. It tastes like 115 proof. Here we go. First time I ever had this. For some of you, let's go back to nose. The nose is exceptional. Probably one of the best toasted barrel finished noses, other than the Elijah Great that we have on screen. It has like a Christmas kind of a vibe, like a Christmas, almost like a cinnamon, a little bit of cinnamon, like a kind of like a cookie kind of a vibe. Like if you just went into like a friend's house and maybe his mother or his wife is cooking some cinnamon cookies or something, like some kind of Christmas vibe it gives you on the nose. Man, this is so good. The oak is actually really, really good. Perfect. Let's try this out for all of you watching. Here we go. We're about to try this out. Let's try this out. Oof. 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 There's a lot of you that are probably going to go crazy looking for this. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to be honest. Don't go crazy looking for this. It's really, really good. But there's something about this that doesn't make you want to, when you drink it, you're going to regret it. When you drink it, you're going to regret it because you have over expectations. It's really good. I'm just going to tell you off the bat, it's really, really good. There's a note in here that you might not like. The point of the matter is, right now I'm getting a lot of marshmallow. I'm getting a good amount of oak. Black pepper is really what's ripping up a little bit. The black pepper on here is ripping up almost like the Coy Hill that has a little bit of, not the Coy Hill, the rye. The rye has a lot of black pepper. This one has a little bit of that black pepper on here. This heritage, also brown sugars makes this perfect. It really makes this really nice. But it does have also a very different element than the other bourbons, which the element on here, I'm going to say right here, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. There's one thing that's very different from this one than all the other toasted barrels, and this is something that's going to be very much of a breaker for you. And I do expect many of you not to like this just because of what I'm tasting. And for some of you, I personally feel that some of you will not like this because I'm kind of tasting a super strong, a little bit of a maybe overdoing tobacco note on the finish. I have a tobacco note on the finish. I know many of you don't like tobacco notes. I'm just going to say this. Brian. Thank you so much, Brian. Brian. He says over here, $20 super, $10, $5 super chat. Need to let it sit and air out before you're ready to give it 20 minutes or more for the ECBP toasted and then go back to it. I'm going to say this. Brian, that's a good comment. I do tell a lot of people, I tell a ton of people. You guys you have no idea. I tell a ton of people with their whiskeys, all the whiskeys that I have, it's always better to have it weeks after. And this would be probably one of them. But the only issue is, I have a big issue for some of you. For me, I like this. But I can't tell you, for me, I can officially tell you that for this one, I can't tell you that I would rather pay the price for this again than buy a whole box of these. I'd rather buy a whole box of this. If there's something better, I'm just going to buy something else that's better. This to me is a little bit more better, higher proof, barrel proof, and about the same price that I'm paying for this one. But the thing is, yes, I can let it air out a little bit. It's gonna taste better, of course. Yes, Brian, huge shout outs to Brian, and for all of you that do not know, always do that. Okay, let it air out. But today, this is my first impression, and the first thing I want to tell you, I want to be honest with all of you. There is a tobacco note. I love tobacco. For me, it's a buy. For me, it's great. But for some of you, you're just not going to like that tobacco note that it hits you with on the finish. It lingers, and it almost makes this seem like it's a dry oak, but it's not a dry oak. It's just tobacco. Let's drink this up. Cheers, all of you. The oak note on here is like a seasoned oak note. You can tell it's seasoned because the peppers are flowing. It's almost like they put some seasoning on here. And the brown sugar is very nice. But you do have a tobacco note with that toasted, beautiful toasted marshmallow, overly toasted marshmallow. It's very, very, very sweet. It is not too rich. But it does taste, if you know you're proofing, it does taste like if you're drinking a little bit higher proofing than 100 proof. If I can tell any of you to officially go out crazy looking for this, I kind of want to tell you to go crazy looking for this. It's good. Is there better whiskeys out there? I personally think for what they have done, they're doing really good stuff in Jack Daniels over there in Jack Daniels. But for this one, I'm honestly going to say for all of you, I personally would tell you, this is a 10 out of 10. It's really good. It's 10 out of 10. To me, it's nice. But I don't see the price point on this one. If it's worth it to buy this Elijah Craig again to this one, will I buy this again? Would I buy it back up? I'm going to see. Here's the last sip. You see, there's another thing too. The oak note is so seasoned. Like it tastes so seasoned, full pepper and mash that the brown sugar notes don't take over. Right? You don't get that brown sugar hit. You get a little bit of vanilla too. The vanilla is like a little vanilla on top of like a little pastry. Nothing overwhelming. The vanilla doesn't take over. When I first smelled this, I thought, man, it's so sweet. But when you start drinking it, you start to notice that that seasoned oak note is really intense. Not only is it intense, on the finish, you do have a very, very tobacco note that for some of you watching, it is not a dry oak that you're tasting. It's a tobacco note which is going to leave your mouth. It's going to leave your mouth a little bit like bitter. A little bit bitter. It's going to leave you not bitter, but it's going to leave your mouth like if you just smoked a cigar. It's going to give it a little bit of that. And personally, I personally think for some of you, unless you like seasoned oak, unless you like a little bit of pepper and tobacco, you're really not going to find all those brown sugar notes, the vanilla notes on here. You're not going to find too much of that. You're going to find that marshmallow. Yes, you're going to find that marshmallow. It's like a melted marshmallow. This isn't a whiskey that you could chew, okay? You can't chew this whiskey. I thought you would be able to after the second sip, but I personally don't even feel that you should chew it. Once you get it in your mouth, you're going to have a long, long finish. The finish is so long that I still taste this whiskey. I still taste this whiskey. Now, before we say anything, I do know how this tastes like, but I'm just going to pop it in here. I'm just going to pop it in here. Boop. Just going to pop it in here. And I'm just going to see. Let's see. This is a heavy toasted 100 proof. Here we go. You see? You have more on here. You have more light. You got more light. It's brighter. It's brighter. It's brighter, but it doesn't feel that it's over 100 proof. This heritage makes, I don't know, that is heritage. It just feels like it's over 100, but it's not. It's 100 proof. Now that we have that, just try that real quick. Let's use our Icelandic water. Let's use our Icelandic water to officially clean this up. By the way, Brian, thank you so much for adding to the stream. One bottle, notable bottle, that I want to recommend Brian. One notable bottle that will change your life is, he didn't mention, they keeping it, giving it some airtime, right? If you ever buy the Old Forester 10-year, which is the pink, almost like purple top bottle, many of you know what that is. You got to give that at least 2 weeks for it to be perfect. When you first have the Old Forester, 1924 10-year, it's not going to be as perfect as you think. When you start drinking that Old Forester 10-year, after the month has gone by, it's insane. It's really, really, honestly insane. Good to see Farm Kitty in the chat room. Good to see April. Okay, so the best toasted is Elijah Craig. Toasted barrel proof that I have found. Again, these are single barrels. There's a single barrel, that's a single barrel. So understand, I feel toasted barrels that are younger are better. Now, what's the age of this? What's the age of this one? This one's 8 years. And I believe if I am playing the Monopoly game, right? But if I'm playing Jeopardy and they ask me, you know, what is it? Bonus. All right. How many years would I say? 7 years. 7 years would be this one. Jack Daniels, the Heritage, 7 years, right? Okay, so best toasted barrel finish. Here we go. It's the Elijah Craig. Let's see. Let's toast this how. Let's see. God dang it. Woo! Hey, it's the best. Ah, man. I can't explain to you how good that is, except to tell you, have you ever smelled like have you ever smelled some big old flower buzz? What you guys thought I was going to say? What you thought I was going to say? Here we go. Elijah Craig, let's slow down one more time. Woo! It's like gasoline pumping gas at a gas station. Damn, I love that smell. And it's like fresh rubber you just bought from Tire Kingdom. God, I love that smell of rubber. That's like fresh paper that you just got. You ever smell fresh paper like Pokemon cards? Pokemon cards, right? Fresh paper. Have you ever smelled some fresh shoes? This is like smelling some fresh shoes. How many of you have a good smell in the chat room? Comment in the chat room what's a good smell that you officially like. And don't say big old melons. Don't say that. All right? What is a fresh smell that you like? I do like fresh made hundo dollar bills. Yes? Let's note this down one time. Here we go. Woo! It's real. It's real. Top tier. 10 out of 10. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Damn. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Oh, you can't beat that. The caramel on here is insane. Insane. So this is the difference. With a top tier whiskey like this, the difference is right now, I think some of those fresh, sweet or nice notes that you tend to get in American whiskey, they're a little bit tuned down by the seasoned oak. A little bit tuned down by that, almost like that pepper. They're a little bit tuned down. I mean, they're there, but they're not in your face like this one. This one's honestly ridiculous. Somebody says they like the smell of rain. You know what? I like the smell of big old Glencairns. This is so good. Oh, that's so good. For any of you who don't know when rain's coming, if you, in the chat room, if you don't know when rain's coming just by smelling the air, I don't know what to say, man. Don't know what to say. The best toast. Let's drink this up. Oh man. It's so good. It always reminds me of, it's like a colada, like a Cuban colada with a lot of sugar. It has so much, everything it has. My mouth is popping with flavor. It almost has a ton of brown sugar flowing through. It almost tastes like sugar. It's almost like they put sugar in here. It's just so exceptional. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of white pepper. You have everything on here. The oak note on here is super nice. A sweet, nice oak note. Caramel's flowing through. Caramel's really nice on here. Really nice. It does seem a little bit more aged. Just a little more. It seems like almost like a little tannier or something. It's honestly the best toasted barrel I've had all year. Honestly. And that's why I'm going to tell you, we're going to drink this. We're going to drink another pour of this, but let me go back to this. I do know that some of you probably just don't care about this. I understand. Give it a shot. Give it a shot, okay? DT Cruz in the chat room. He was here earlier. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Brian in the chat room. Give it a shot. Adventures in the chat room earlier. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. All right? This is really good. Take a photo. I'm going to leave it on here. For some of you to take a photo for this weekend. Buy it tomorrow. Drink it for Sunday. Now, I have it full. How many bottles of those did I buy? I bought like 3 of them. Bought like 3 of those because it's so good. Here we go. Drinks up. That is so good. So good. Wow. I'm gonna drink it again. This is so good. We're gonna pour the Jack Daniels. We're gonna start cooking, right? Man, that's good. Somebody says Vitus. So there's one that's, I think it's called Vitus. Somebody said in the chat room. I believe I did try it. And if I tried it, I personally don't even know if it's the best. But maybe I didn't try it. Did I try it? Maybe I'm going to buy it. I'll buy it next week. This company has a bunch of different ones. I drank one that's really, really crystal clear, super nice and refreshing. You guys saw me drink it this week. We drank all of them from this company. I'm only missing, I think, the Oktoberfest one. And maybe they have Vitus. Somebody said in the chat room, Vitus. Maybe I need to try that one. Vitus. Good to see whoever said that in the chat room. Thank you so much, whoever said that in the chat room. Somebody's in the chat room. Who was his name? Butterball. Here we go, Butterball. Drink us up. Cheers, all of you. And thank you so much, Brian, for adding to the stream. Remember, it's been a hard month. And I'm going to say this. Let's drink us up. All right, let's pour this. All right, we're going to pour that. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking fantastic. What a beautiful view. I hope all of you are enjoying today. I was planning on leaving tonight and doing some things tonight. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to relax. Today's Friday. I'm never having relaxed on a Friday. It's going to be the first Friday I don't relax, so I'm probably going to relax today. I'm going to relax today for some of you, and I'm gonna keep it easy on the stream. We're gonna cook this up. You're gonna see how they cook this up, right? You're gonna see how I cook this up. Good to see anybody in the chat room that shows up. Shout out to the Reaper crew. You guys know what time it is. You know what to do. Hit that like button if you're watching from your phone. Tap the screen a couple times if you're new here. Subscribe. All the likes that you hit, it helps out a lot. Thank you so much. I do know somebody in the chat room is a subscriber. Shout out to my subscriber. And we are officially live every single day. You can tune into any stream every single day. And today, topic, Jack Daniels, heritage. Now, let me, if I was a newbie, okay? If I was a newbie and I was drinking this, I'm going to tell you exactly, because I'm going to do the second pour. If I was a newbie and I was drinking this, would I regret my decision? I'm going to drink this up like if I'm a newbie. I'm going to drink this up like if I'm a newbie. Reaper Crew, let's see what time it is, Reaper Crew. Reaper Crew, it's almost 8 o'clock. Woo, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Well, number one, don't forget to hit the like button for the video. All right, I'm going to drink this up like a newbie. Let's go back to the nose. That nose is so sweet, but it drives me crazy that I'm just smelling this. And it smells almost perfect. But then when I drink this, it kind of like takes me to a different path. It takes me to a path of like, what's the word I could use? It takes me to the path of like extreme. You know, like I think this is more extreme. This is more extreme than the bottle gives you. Like this is almost to the realm of being like a rye, like the rye. You ever had tried that barrel-proof rye? The barrel-proof rye has a seasoned oak note, right? It has pepper notes, and it just takes over a lot of that. A lot of it and gives you. Remember, it's a rye. This is not a rye, right? This is not a rye. Anyways, here we go. Enough of the rant. Here we go. Let's try this out. Wait, do I want to try this out with water? Think so. We have this on the screen for a reason. Icelandic water. I'm not trying to get a sponsorship from my Icelandic water, but I want to say this is one of the best, and this is my favorite. Let's drink this up. Here we go. My favorite water. If you haven't bought it, try it out. Make sure it's really cold. If it's not really cold, room temp. All right, here we go. Let's try this out. Cheers, all of you. The oak note is ruining this. If I was a rookie and I just tried this, I'm just trying to put myself in the rookie shoes. Some Payless rookie shoes, some Kmart rookie shoes, some Walmart rookie shoes. I'm going to put myself in some rookie shoes. Bam, bam, right? That's me. And this is my backhand. I just put it in the back of my hand. Back of my ass. This is my ass. Bam, bam, boom, bam, bam. That's me. I'm just hanging out, looking at my whiskey. That's me. This is my leg. This is my left leg, my right leg. This is my left hand. I'm putting it back in my ass. Why do I do this? Because I'm a baseball player. I've always done this. It's just looking. Anyways, point of the matter is, if I was a rookie and I put my shoes in a rookie's cleats, this to me is just, it's the oak note on here is, it's supposed to be sweet, maybe a little bit crazy nice and toasted. The marshmallow's nice, but it's just, the oak note is killing me. Oak note is killing me. If I was a rookie, I would say it's a dry oak. It's not a dry oak. It's a seasoned oak. And the seasoned oak usually, if you know what a seasoned oak, usually is combined with a little bit of pepper. When you have the pepper, no, it's really what tunes it up, and it makes you not want to have this again. If you put water in this, you're going to find more of that oak note, that seasoned oak note. I don't recommend you to put water in this, drinking like this, because if you put water in this, you're going to ruin it. You're going to say, damn, what is this? Is this, what is that, Jägermeister? What is it called? What is that drink, that hard drink? Is this Jägermeister? Some of you probably going to say that. It ain't Jägermeister. It ain't Jägermeister. It ain't whatever it's called. What is it called? Jägermeister? There we go. It ain't Jägermeister. But this does have, for the rookies, again, that finish. That finish is, for some of you, you're not going to like it. Oh. Oh. It tastes like 112 proof, this thing. I'm going to say this right now. 10 out of 10 whiskey. To me, I like it. I like the tobacco on the finish. I like the seasoned oak note. It gives me a little bit of a... You know what? I don't like... I'm going to say this. I'm going to be honest. Some of you, I don't like soft people. Sometimes I just don't like soft people. You know what I'm talking about? And this to me, if it was too soft, I probably wouldn't like it. Personally, me, now we're going to take my foot out of those rookie shoes. I like it. It's a little bit strong. I like it. It's a little bit rough. Rough on the edges. I actually like the fact that it doesn't have full amount of sweetness as some of the other whiskeys do. If I was to tell you, am I going to buy it back up? I'm not going to buy it back up because I still think that this one is just, this is the GOAT. This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT. All right, toasted barrel Barrel proof, a little younger the age, the better. 126 proof, 100 proof. That's the GOAT. Right? That's the Michael Jordan right now. We have more toasted barrels. I have more inside. I don't want to break them all out. This is not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to compare and tell every company, you know what, they did sucky job. I don't know where their head was at. They had their head in the toilet. They didn't use a plunger eye. That shit is still stuck in the toilet. They didn't do the. They probably were watching TikTok. I don't want to knock out all these companies, right? But you guys are spending the money, man. You guys are spending the money, and I want to. If you're tuning into this channel, unlike other channels are going to tell you to buy it. All the channels are going to say, you know, this is good, this is good, this is good. Why? Because they want companies to back them. Like I don't really care. I don't really care. I tell you what it is, right? The companies that back me are the companies that love me because I am American and I am who I am, right? That's what it is. That's all that matters. And if they could do something better, if I honestly could say something, only thing that I could say, I do know that there's some employees that are watching. Some employees that are watching. Is Drake watching today? I told you guys Drake doesn't watch on a Friday. Drake the rapper doesn't watch on a Friday, so don't expect Drake to be watching. But I don't recommend this to Drake. If there's something that they need to do to this, personally, they need to get the proofing a little bit higher, okay? They need to get the proofing a little bit higher. If there was an unfiltered, uncut, barrel-proof version of this, it might be a little bit crazier and different. They also need to extend it maybe a little bit more of a year. Now, again, you could put this up to 9 to 10 years. You could toast this barrel up to 10 years. I think it'll be good. They need to put an extra year on here, personally, I think. Right? Personally, I think. But just a little bit more of a year. And higher proof. Higher proof. And what else? What else? What else? I don't like the label. Go back to clear label. Go back to clear label. Clear label would be sick. Clear label would be sick. If you do a blue top would be cool too. Blue top would be cool, light blue. Cool. Anyways, I'm going too hard. I'm not trying to help out a company out here. I'm just trying to make my Reaper crew have a great bottle. Look, for some of you, I do want to pour another one of this. I do want to pour it. It's a little bit addicting. It's a little bit addicting, man. It's like when you first smell some booty, right? And you're like, man, why does it smell like soap and shit? You know what I mean? Or maybe when you smell some melons. You ever smell some melons? Crack open a honeydew melon. You ever crack open a honeydew melon? It smells like water, pure water. And then when you bite into it, it's so beautiful. Also, for some of you, have ever smelled any melons out of the shower? All right, melons out of the shower. Watermelon, if you ever made some watermelon is, they have no taste. It's pointless, right? It's pointless. I don't know how many of you like watermelons. Watermelons, you cut it up, pointless. Where am I getting at? I'm talking about fruits. I don't know why I'm talking about fruits, man. Why am I think I'm talking about fruits because I've been wanting peaches, man. Peaches have been wanting. My store has a bunch of peaches, but every time I buy a peach, it's not like good. It's like it's all right. Brian over here, Brian. He says over here, by the way, Brian. Yes, I see you, Brian. Over here, Brian says Jack Daniel 12, Batch 3, or Stag Junior 24D. I'm going to say this. The Stag Juniors that people haven't liked are really honestly amazing. There's people on Instagram, and for some of you that don't have Instagram, don't get Instagram. It's stupid. Why is it stupid? Because people on Instagram are stupid. All right, they like to post pictures and they think they're the biggest thing in the world. They get paid $0, right? Instagram's trying to pay me $15 per post, but I don't want to do it because I think it's a waste of time. Stag Junior 24D would be it. Also, for some of you, if you want to know my top picks on some of the Stag Juniors or some of the badges, some of the whiskeys, if I post it up on Instagram, it's an automatic buy. Follow on Instagram. I only post up the stuff that I feel that you should buy. So there we go. By the way, I'm going to say this. We also drank recently the brand new Jack Daniel's 10-year recently, the new batch, 2025 batch. And I personally tell you, it's insane. But the Stag, there's just something about the Stag. The reason why the Stag is going to be ahead of the Jack Daniel's is because the Stag, you could do a lot of things to it, and you won't affect it. A Stag Junior, you could officially drop some water drops in it. It'll be amazing. You could put an ice ball in it, and you could put it on the ice. It'll be honestly awesome too. You could drink it neat, and that's why I tell you the Stag, to me, Stag Juniors are my favorite. I have so many Stag Juniors, it's insane. I have each one of them, and for some of you, only thing I haven't got is any of the 2025 ones. Maybe I do have a 2025, but I haven't opened it. I have to look at my inventory. He says over here I have 2 of each. I got way high secondary, but which should I open? Reaper Crew. Hit the like button, subscribe. Brian, man, thank you so much, Brian. Brian, the more you send Super Chants, it's a great thing. Remember, the bigger the Super Chant you send, the harder it stays on the screen. Okay, Brian, it gets addicting. It gets addicting when you send Super Chants. Don't forget. But I'm going to say this. The bigger the Super Chat, especially when you send $20, it stays on the screen longer. And for some of you, when you send Super Chats, the bigger Super Chat stays longer. So some of you just want to know. So we just want to know. It's just what it is, right? Brian, thank you so much, man. Stag Junior, I'm going to say this. Open up the Stag. Open up the Stag. All right, open up the Stag. Open up the Stag to celebrate. Now, what I'm going to do for Brian, I'm just going to chug a little bit of this, and I'm going to drink this Jack Daniels a little bit. All right, we're going to start cooking. I know many of you are tuned in. Many of you tuned in. Somebody said they're drinking tequila. That's amazing. Tequila, the best tequila right now. Fortaleza. Reposado. I just had it a couple of days ago. Reposado, Fortaleza Reposado. Drink it up. It's really good. Okay, we're gonna drink more of this. Just got this bottle today. Let's drink more of that. Heritage. You know what? When I was a kid, I told you guys this yesterday. When I was a kid, my grandmother officially, I don't know how she's 110 years old. She's about 110 years old. She's kicking, she's running, she's doing yoga, she's doing everything. She would give me a meaty meal, and she would give me salad, and she would give me wine. She would give me a little wine when I was younger, and I would drink it forced. I would drink it forcefully, and I always thought it was good for you, and it's good for you. Another thing that's good for you, whiskey is good for you. Now, before we say anything, yes, I was drinking this beer. This beer is not good for you. Beer is not good for you because beer, only thing beer is good for, it does have antioxidants. Remember, there's a lot of wheat in here. Not weed, wheat. But it has a lot of sugar. Right, most of these beers, they have sugar. And that's one of the bad things about it. I do know that many of you do watch me every stream. Some of you watch me on a regular basis. We stream every day. Brian, I see you. Brian, Farm Kitty, I see you. And for some of you that come in the chat room, if you could do me a favor for all of you, load up the chat room with some emojis. If you want me to start cooking, load up the chat room with some emojis if you want me to start cooking. If you want me to start cooking some son of a gun. Yes, if you want me to start cooking some of this beautiful son of a gun, load up the, there we go, April O'Neil. There you go, load up the chat room, there you go, load up the chat if you want me to start cooking, load it up, hit those emojis. Brian, B Young, good to see B Young in the chat room. Load up those chat room with those special emojis. To get those special emojis, you have to be a member. You have to be a member. And shout out to all my members. If you don't know how to get the membership in the chat room. The details. There's a small fee to get that membership. Once you get that membership, I see you a little bit better. Be young, I see you. Be young. Be young, I see you. I see Ash. I think she was here yesterday, Ash. Here we go, drink us up. Get that, get that, get that, okay? Get that emoji. How do you get it? All you have to do is go in the chat room. In the chat room, there's details on this stream. And if you get the membership on the stream, it will light up. You'll get it, right? Get that membership. Small little fee. Let's drink us up. Be young. Miss Yaripa been busy, brother. Okay, this is what I need. I need be young. I need this is what I need. Okay, I need the appreciation of be young. Okay, be young. Currently, I need his appreciation right now, and I'm gonna do this for be young because I've been needing wrenches. Be Young, do me the favor, and this is going to be for you, Be Young. Be Young, send a $10 super chat. Be Young has been a great member. He's been a great, great member. But Ash has been another great member, right? What I need from Be Young is one thing. Have Ash comment in the chat room one time. You can message her, send her a text. We need a wrench up, another wrench. Okay, Be Young, his wife, his girl, his lover, his beautiful thing, his boo thing. She does watch, and for some of you, this is the benefits of being in this chat room in this community. If you're in this chat room in this community, I know each one of you, and I know how you guys work. So Ash, I know Be Young, you've been busy, so Ash, I'm going to give it to Ash. We're going to wrench up one of you, Be Young or Ash. One of the accounts, we're going to wrench up one of you because we need more wrenches, okay? We need more wrenches. So right now, we're going to give away a wrench. And if she doesn't show up, we're probably not going to give it. Both of you have to be in the chat room. And officially, that's what it is. We need some support, and we need some moderators, because some of the other moderators, they've been busy, very busy this time of year. So here we go, Be Young. Thank you so much for the $10. And for some of you that want to be moderators, I know Brian's been super chatting. Shout out to Brian, has been super chatting. There's also a lot of you. Ash has there we go. There we go. So here we go. So Ash is there. Be Young, I'm gonna Be Young, do me a favor, okay? Be Young. Be Young. There you go. She commented in the chat room. Do me a favor in the chat room. All you have to do is right now, click that okay. Click that okay, Be Young, okay? Be Young, click that okay. Be Young, click that okay. Click that okay. For some of you, there's a big thing, man. There's a big thing. You don't know how much it is. I give a little bit of trust to some people out here and some great people. Be Young. Cheech, Cheech, Cheech. Good to see Cheech. Good to see Cheech. Here we go. He says over here, yes, only the whiskey enthusiasts know that this is something they would like. This is a 2025 Heritage, Jack Daniel's Heritage. One thing I'm going to say is I'm a little bit... cheat you could see that. Be Young. Comment in the chat room. Comment in the chat room. Comment in the chat room. Be Young. I'm trying to. There you go, Be Young. Here you go. Here you go, Be Young. You deserve it, Be Young. I do know Be Young has sent $10 super chats, $20 super chats, $5 super chats. The biggest super chat he's ever sent on the stream is about 20-some dollars. But in the span of months, he's been here for about 6+ months. He has sent a total of, for her and Ash, a lot of money. And it's a huge support, okay? The more money you send on here, the more I kind of trust you. And I know that some of you are going to hold it down for the community. Remember, this is your community at the end. And for some of you, I don't have Patreon. I don't have a website. I don't have Facebook. I don't have time to do all of those things. This is a one-man army, and I'm the leader. And for some of you, this is just what it is. Yes, this is what it is. Be Young, congratulations. Welcome to, yes, the Wrench Club. By the way, for Cheech, I'm going to also say for Cheech, this is a thing that has been going because I've been talking to a couple of friends of mine. These single barrels are a little bit different, barrel to barrel. One of my buddies had told me that his barrel didn't come from my barrel, right? Because we didn't get the same barrel, but he did tell me recently. He said, man, he didn't like it, and I think I know why he didn't like it. He didn't like it because it's honestly it's good, but for a rookie, for somebody that's a rookie, I don't think they're gonna like that seasoned oak note that you get on here. We're gonna drink this up while I'm cooking, okay? We're gonna drink this up while Be Young. I hope you enjoy that wrench and Cheech. Remember, you're Cheech. You're from Florida, just like me. We know how to smell that rain. I think Rich Cheech is the only guy that has really stood by me when other people really hated me. You know what? When you hate me, that's a good thing. If you don't have people that hate you, then you ain't doing nothing right. Huge shout outs to Jen. I hope she's doing good. And for some of you, we're going to do this picanha. I think this is officially a good time to do the picanha. It's good that Florida currently, it doesn't have a lot of heat. I haven't been sweating out here, but I am in a tank top. Point of the matter is, before we start cooking, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I give you a strong stream every day, and I like to cook as much meat as I can so I can. I don't think I'm going to cook tomorrow, Saturday. I don't think. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this for Cheech one time. Be Young. Here we go, Be Young. We're going to do it for Be Young, Ash. We're going to give a cheers to Brian, Firm Kitty, April, Neil, all of you. And remember, this is a chat room for all of you. Shout out to all of our Americans. And for all of you that are watching overseas in a different country, this is what the beautiful part of being an American. You could be an American using Brazilian seasoning. You could be an American using water from Iceland. You could be an American. This is a beautiful thing. You could be an American using olive oil from Turkey. What other country has the ability for you to use all products from around the world? You can be an American, you could be drinking German beer. All right? You can't give it. I'm not going to give a shout out to the French because the French are so stupid. The French are so stupid. They could be talking German right now. They should kneel. They should kneel for us. The French should kneel for us. You know what? We're not going to say that to the Germans right now. I'm talking to the French. This is really good. It's really good. Anyways, here we go. Let's start cooking. All right, let's start cooking. Before we start cooking, one sip. That's all it take. Here we go. Heritage. The heritage is pissing me off. I'm beyond. The heritage is pissing me off. The heritage is pissing me off big time. Wow. I've never been pissed off by a whiskey. I'm starting to get pissed off by this whiskey. This whiskey is pissing me off a little bit. It's honestly pissing me off. Wow. It's whiskey. I've never been pissed off by a whiskey. The last whiskey I got pissed off with was Woodsville. We bought the most expensive Woodsville possible. It was a barrel proof. It was the top line. It was the top line of Woodsville. I threw it away. I blew it up. You're never going to see it on the screen. You saw it on the screen one time, you're never going to see the screen again. It was the worst thing I've ever had in my life. I paid about $160 for it. I didn't pay $160 for this one. I paid $90, but $90 is $90, man. $90 is $90. Shout out to all of you. My mouth is watering. You know what? Last night I had a woman on my balls. I don't know why, but it happened. She dropped some money on the floor, and she was trying to get it, and I had to push her head away. I don't even know what's up with these women nowadays. It's like, yeah, I wear sweatpants. Need to chill out. It was last night. I need to chill out. And I was out somewhere. She needs to chill out. I had to push her head away from me. Slick woman trying to put her lips on my nuts. Here we go. Heritage Jack Daniels. As you can say. Pink pony. Somebody said pink pony. Very slick woman, man. I had to. First off, I grabbed her hair and I kind of pulled it, but it didn't work. And then I pushed her head. What annoying. What annoying. Some women are slick, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I need to stop wearing those sweatpants, but I'm not gonna stop wearing them because those sweatpants are really good. I love my sweatpants. Crazy part. You want to hear the crazy part? You want to hear the crazy part of the whole story? Her husband, her husband was across from me. Her ex-husband was across from me. He didn't say nothing. Her head was right there, literally an inch away from my crotch. Had to push her away, and he didn't say anything. Had to push her away. She was forcing it, man. I felt like I was going back in time when the day that some woman wanted to suck my ass. I remember I go, yo, I'm gonna punch you in the head. I go like that, boom, push her away. Point of the matter is, look, ladies and gentlemen, don't go out or not. Don't go out or not. Last night was a little bit crazy. Here we go. Brian said, bro, this is a dream. For me, it's not a dream because I'm attractive. It's a little bit different, man. When you're attractive, Brian, I'm going to say this. When you're attractive, it's a little bit different, man. I'm not saying you're not attractive, Brian. I'm just saying it's a little bit different, man. A little bit different. Here we go. So, here we go. You guys see? You ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Bing bang. Dude, that woman was, damn. She was a Latina. A Latina. I know what she was doing. And I ain't dumb. I ain't dumb, man. Anyways, here we go. A Latina. Ash said if they've done that, I'd be in the ground. Ash, it's a little bit different, Ash. You gotta, wait a minute, what did you say? Wait a minute, let me read this again. If I'd done that, I'd be on the ground. No, she was on the ground. She was on the ground. Trust me, she was crawling, trying to get the $2 that was under me, and she stuffed her face right where my crotch was on purpose. Right where, man, I'm gonna say this. She needs to chill out. She needs to pay for that. How much you gotta pay for that? It ain't gonna be 1,000. I'll tell you right now. Ain't gonna be 1,000. I don't got time. I don't got time for these. I got time for this. Anyways, here we go. A Thursday. And crazy part is a Thursday, right? One thing you want to do for some of you, make sure the heat is high. Heat is high, okay? Make sure the heat is high on here. Okay? Make sure the heat is high on here. But the crazy part is her ex-husband was here. Bam! I told my friend, he said, you're joking. I go, no, I'm not joking. I told my friend, one of my close friends who was there, he was across the building. Not across the building. He was like, how many feet away? He was like 30 feet away. Let's drink this heritage. Jason Kane just showed up. Jason Kane just showed up. Here we go, Jason Kane. Shout out to Jason Kane. Jason Kane just showed up. Jason Kane, guess what? Guess what, Jason Kane? Is it worth it, Jason Kane? Woo! You might have to rewatch the stream. Is it worth it, Jason Kane? You might have to rewatch the stream. Okay, for all of you, I know Cheech wants to get onto a regiment. Let's close this up. Cheech knows my favorite piece of meat. I give him approval what the best piece of meat here in Florida is. And for some of you that do not know, I don't want to repeat it. Why do I do not want to repeat it? Because I officially today I was going to buy a couple Sprite chilled cherries. I started streaming this week about Sprite chilled cherries. And now the whole store has no Sprite chilled cherries. Man, I don't even know what to say. I'm not going to say it's me. I'm going to say it's me. It's not a coincidence. It's a coincidence. The store doesn't have any more Sprite chilled cherry because of me. I've been showing you on the screen. I said it's the best Sprite they've ever released. And now they're all gone. What the hell can I say about that? So I don't want to even say what my favorite piece of meat is. But Cheech in the chat room, he knows. He knows what it is. I'm gonna keep this open because it's just what it is. Here we go. We're gonna see this over here. Here we go. Look at that smoke. All right. That smoke is looking beautiful. All right, we're good to go now. We should officially be able to flip it. Man, I'm eating super late, man. I gotta start streaming earlier, but I know some of you aren't here watching earlier because you guys are working. I'm gonna close this up and I'm gonna start cooking with the flame open. All right, let's tune this down. Okay, so our picanha should be looking good. Oof, looking good. I'm just gonna flip them all. Damn. Matter of fact, this one needs some loving. Oh, this one looks good. Flip this one. Ooh, that one needs some loving. I'm gonna put this over here. Boom. I need some loving. Ooh, that needs some loving. I'm gonna start moving the ones and leave loving over here. There's a lot more heat over here. Whoa! Jason Kane with the $20 super chat. God dang, Jason Kane. Jason Kane, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a recap. Okay, I do know that he works. I'm going to give him a recap. All right. Before I start dying out here with the smoke, I'm going to give him a recap. Before we give him a recap, let's close this up. I'm using a dirty rag here. Oof. Okay, let me give you a recap. All right, Jason Kane. He says over here, $20 super chat. I'm going to give him a recap. It depends on what he says, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going to tell him. What up, Reaper Crew? I was listening earlier. I love the way the engine smells that runs off diesel. Dang. You know what? I like the smell of gas. The smell of gas is so good. Jason King says he likes the smell of, he has the smell of an engine running on diesel. Maybe a new engine. I think he's talking about a new engine running off diesel. There's a certain smell to it. It has a good smell. It does have a good smell, and I do concur. I do concur. I concur, Jason Kane. I concur. But if there is an engine out there that's old, like one of those Ford, big old Ford old trucks, the first ever, first gens, right? I don't know if this smell is good, but yes, I believe what he says. We're talking earlier about smells that really give you a nostalgia, not only nostalgia, but like a certain smell that you really like. We talked about shoes, we talked about paper, we talked about playing cards. Jason Kane, man, $20 super chat. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I do concur. How many of you have a certain smell that you like? By the way, Be Young, thank you so much for always being here. We have a new ranch today, Jason Kane, Be Young. And Ash got a ranch recently. We need more moderators because we're getting a lot of people watching. And for some of you, let's open this up. Let's open this up. If we lose this live, I'm cooked. If we lose this live, we're cooked. If we lose this live, I'm cooked. Let's drink this up. Cheers, all of you. This is Jack Daniels. That's good. That's good. Oh, that's good. Let's see this one. Woo! Look, it's leaking. That's good, baby. Don't you worry. Now, that's not good. That's not good. Let's see this one. Oh, that's not good either. Damn, baby, what are we doing out here? This one's good to go. Damn, baby, what are we doing out here? That's not. Whoa, we gotta work on that one. We gotta work on that one, baby. Damn. Ooh, this was nice. All right, so we're gonna put this over here. We're gonna flip some of these, right? Nah, we don't need to flip them. We just put them. We keep them here. Looks good. Why is there more heat on this side? I don't know. I don't know why there's more heat on this side, but it's what it is. More heat on this side, what it is. Looks good. Looks good. Jason K, man, thank you so much for the super chat. You really helped me out. For all of you that do not, Jason Kane, he's in law enforcement. That's why he likes to say 10-4. Shout out to 10-4. If you ever get the hand 10-4 in poker, don't play it. I'm joking. You can play any cards in poker. Any cards you can play in poker. That you just have to know your player. Player playing against. Okay. So I'm drinking Heritage. I'm drinking Heritage. Is what I'm drinking. Jack Daniels Single Barrel Heritage. I can't say that some of you will like it, but I like it. Over here, Jason Kane. Is that Jason Kane? No, it's David. David. Reaper. What'd you think of Ben Holy, Rick House up? You know, I'm going to say this. Dookie, straight Dookie. All right, we have a couple of them, but we showed on stream. I just don't want to show it. It's not good, man. I don't know what's about it that I don't like. It's just, to me, I don't find a fascination of that company. I'm not going to knock them bad because of what they're doing, but I'm kind of knocking them bad, right? Because of what I guess I'm kind of knocking them bad of what they're doing. I'm just not a fan of Ben Holiday. And it's not about like the price. The prices are whatever. Their prices are whatever, but there's just something about that Ben Holiday that I just don't like. Over here, David. Save your money, David. David, save your money. I do know there's a lot of whiskeys out there that you're curious about, David. Don't buy it. Don't buy it, okay? Again, if you're a rookie, you might like Ben Holiday because it's sweet, but there's just something about it that doesn't give you a round. It's just, what's the words that I can use? I mean, what's the words that I can use? I'm drinking this right now, and I'm telling you, rookies are not gonna like this. But for the enthusiasts, you guys are gonna like it. What can I say? Maybe if you're a rookie, you'll like Ben Holiday. I don't like Ben Holiday because it's too sweet, and it just reminds me of a cheap whiskey. When I'm drinking whiskey, I don't want to have that feeling that I'm drinking a cheap whiskey, right? I don't think anybody does. But it happens. It happens. We all have a whiskey that we buy that we're like, you know what, this got to be good, right? All of you probably buy a whiskey out there. You guys are like, oh man, this has to be good, right? And then when you buy it and you have it, you're like, wait a minute, this ain't good. Let's close this up. You drink and you buy, you're like, damn, this ain't good. By the way, I'm gonna give it a couple seconds because there's a lot of flame. That's a lot of flame. Sometimes that flame just closes up. It's not gonna help out. I think I'm gonna have to take this off the screen. Oh, that helped out. That helped out. That helped out. Yeah, let's put this on the edge. Let's put it on the edge. Oh man, look at that. Woo! Look at that. That fat. Woo! I'll put that right here. All right, let's close this up real quick. There's a big flame. Am I gonna get burnt? Of course. Yeah. Of course I'm gonna get burnt. Jason K, man, thank you so much. Huge appreciation. Huge appreciation to Jason. Huge appreciation to Jason K. For all of you that haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Shout out to Ash in the chat room. Man, I'm so happy to give B Young and Ash a ranch. So happy to give B Young and Ash a ranch. I do know they're regular people. All of you are regular people, right? April Neal, regular person. Farm Kitty, regular person. Jason King, regular person. Brian, a regular person. B Young, Ash, a regular person. And Cheech, we're all regular people. But the thing is, finding people out here that act normal and that are really, really precise on knowing what's right or wrong, that's a hard thing to find nowadays. Remember, B Young and Ash, use the timeout button for the people that are out of line. Never banned anybody. Just put a timeout on them. And that's about it, okay? When we get a lot of people watching, this week we had one stream that we had 100 and some people watching. Is what this week. Now, why am I opening this up? Because I don't want the inside of the meat to start getting cooked up. Okay, you see this? Medium rare. Medium rare. You see this? Medium rare. So this is what we're going to do. All right. Medium rare. Looks good. Medium rare. This one also medium rare. Good. Here's what we're going to do. We're just going to burn this. You see this fat? We're going to burn this fat. This fat should be good to go. There you go. You saw what I did? Now I'm going to take it off. You saw what I did? Okay, good. We're going to do this one here. We're going to put this over here. This one a little bit of fat. So we're going to put the big one in the front. This is the big one. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. You put the big one here. Boom. 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 Oops. Oops. All right, here we go. You saw that? You can keep it on here as long as you want, if you want to. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to take this off. Okay. We have everything going. Little piece for my little dog. Little monkey dog. Let's close this up. It's Picanha, what we're doing. This is Picanha, what we're doing. Huge shout outs to all of you that are watching on Friday. You know how hard it is to get a lot of people watching on Friday? It's so hard. But we're doing it, man. I'm happy. We're doing it. I'm happy because I'm not going to leave the house. I was planning on it. I'm not going to leave the house, man. Planning on it, not going to leave the house. Huge shout outs to the biggest super chatter, Jason Kane. Thank you so much, Jason Kane. This is what we do. For some of you, you guys are looking forward to this piece of meat. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you right now that meat. Okay, so the barbecue should be, it should turn off soon. Probably an hour, but look, you see, it's climbing up. That's fine. That's fine. It's climbing up, no problem. Let's back up. I'm going to show you what we're doing. Back up. What a mess I have. Woo, what a mess. I got to clean it up. Here we go. Some of you are probably like, what the hell's even that? You're going to see. Oof. Dang. Damn, what a doozy. Oh, shoot. Damn. Oof. Oof. I'll put that in the back. I'll put that in the front. How many places we got here? Damn, look at how juicy it is. Oof. The fat on the tip, it's nice and burnt, man. Nice and burnt. Alright. Here we go. Let's just load this up over here, center stage. Make sure you guys can see. Beautiful. Oh, this one too. Beautiful. I'm going to have one more. What am I going to do? I'm going to have one more. By the way, we're going to smooth this out of the way. Let's move this out of the way and be honest of what we're doing. Here we go. We're going to do this right here. Boom. 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 What else are we going to do? Everything looking good? Woo! Okay. For some of you watching, I burnt the tips. You can add some butter if you want to. You can tell it's like, it's hot, man. It's hot. Now, here's the honest bad thing about it being hot, that it's starting to get cooked. But that's okay. It's still cooking. It's still cooking because it's so hot. It's so hot. Point of the matter is, I'm going to slice it up and cut it. It's going to be good. Remember, before you do these cuts, you got to cut with the grain. If you're cutting with the grain, you could cut it up, and it's going to be against the grain when you cut it up. For some of you watching, if you want to see, oof. Damn, that's good. That's really good. This Kinder, so far, the flavor that I just had right now, it's really, really honestly good. This is all I use on here. If you don't have the possibility, but use this salt, pepper, but use sea salt. And here we go. I'm gonna drink more of this. Hit that like, but we're one like away from 50 likes. Let me clear out this poll. In the chat room, everybody over here, everybody's looking forward to the Canelo fight. They go in the chat room, 48% is looking forward. 48% is looking forward for the Canelo fight. I think the Canelo fight is tomorrow. I don't know what day it is. You guys let me know in the chat room when the Canelo fight is, because officially it's going to be on Netflix. If you don't have the Netflix membership subscription, get it, because it's going to be this weekend. I'm not looking forward to it, but there's 48% of you that are looking forward for that fight. I'm actually me personally myself. If I was to vote in that poll, I think I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to University of Miami football. Okay, that's the only game I'm looking forward to this weekend. University of Miami football. They're going to be playing against South Florida, so I'm going to be looking for. That's the one game I'm actually just looking forward to. By the way, I'm going to do this. This is going to be for all of you. Okay, before we even end the stream, here we go. Let's cut this up. Boom. One more time. One more time. Heritage, Jack Daniels, 10 out of 10. It's to me. To me, it's a 10 out of 10. Why? Because that's the only toasted barrel they got. And it's a 10 out of 10. But is it worth it for some of you rookies? Oof. I did say what I had to say on the stream. It's so good. The nose. And then when you taste it, I'll be honest with all of you, I'm not going to get it back. I don't think I'm going to get it back over this. Next week, if I drink this and it tastes better than this week, I will, but I don't think I'm going to get it back up. Before we do that, I hope you all enjoyed this Friday stream. If you like this Friday stream, if you're new here, tap the screen a couple times. We're going to drink some. I hope all of you enjoyed the Friday stream. Shout out to April and Farm Kitty. This is their stream to Woosa. Farm Kitty and April, both of them, this is their stream to Woosa. And I hope they both enjoy the stream every single day. All of you can be part of the chat room, part of the community. Don't forget, you can post up anything you want to in the community. On this channel, there's a community tab. All you have to do is go to the channel, go to posts, and then go to community tab. Post up whatever you want to, Jason Kane. Post up whatever you want to, Brian. If you have a membership, you should be able to post up whatever you want to. Post up your food, post up your whiskey, post up something you're going to have, post up whatever it is. In the community tab, I know some of you are embarrassed. You're shy. Don't be embarrassed. Just post it up. Post up a photo, post up whatever comment. Here we go. Jack Daniels Heritage, last sip of the day. Let's drink this up. There's a little bit left. That was me today. That was me today with the. That was me today with the whiskey. I bought it today. Took a photo of it because I think as some of you need to know, right? Some of you need to know. This is a photo. I want to say this is a photo of. This is a snake. We made a stream. We made a stream this week about cooking a steak. It wasn't a steak. It was a chorizo. It was a chorizo. But you know, I like to put those thumbnails. This was what I bought. It was really good. Honestly, really good. Recap of this week. Really, really good. I don't want to promote this too much because every time I promote something, it gets wiped out. This week also, we drank this beer. Really good. I had this beautiful meal this week. I like to have my meal like this. Yes, pasta. This was this week. Just a real recap of this week. This week is really good. Also, Fortaleza Reposado, one of the best reposados you ever have. Also, this week we had Essential Water. We should put it on stream. Huge appreciation. Also, Pokemon cards, man. Pokemon cards are crazy. They're going out of they're going out of his plan. They're going crazy. But again, this is the bottle. This is the bottle that all of you should officially know. This stream was about this bottle, and I give you the honest opinion of my opinion of what you should do. For some of you watching, I can't stop talking about this. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you watching, we have had a great stream. I'm very happy with this stream. I'm super happy with this stream. Be Young, thank you so much for being a great member for a long time. Also, for all of you, don't forget, in the community, this is for all of you, don't forget to post up in the community, okay? Be Young, post up a photo. Post up a photo with Ash in the community having maybe something, I don't know, April Neal, Jason Kane, AM, Forum Kitty, Edgar Romeo, post up those lifts that you do for all of you. The community is for all of you. And for all of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna before we do this, we're gonna turn this one more time. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the juices. Oof, the juices are flowing on that one. Look at the juice. Oof. Hey, Jim, we're going to end the stream for all of you watching. Thank you everybody for tuning in to the stream. I'm going to end the stream right now. You guys are awesome. This is a seasoning I use. The seasoning is good. I like it. I'm gonna drink the rest of this. Let's check this out. I'm going to chug it one time. Ooh, who that? Ooh. Who that? Wow, who that at the end of the stream? Who that? He just tuned in to the end of the stream. Who that? Thank you so much. Ripper Crew, you know what time it is? Who that? We need your like to get the 50 likes. Tap the screen a couple times. Who that? Thank you so much. Who that? We are at $85 on the stream. You have no idea how much this helps me out. You have no idea how much this helps me out. You have no idea. This is what I'm going to do. Since Who Dat just sent a $20 super chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something special. I'm going to do something special. Since she sent a $20 super chat, I'm going to do something special. And I'm going to read it. She says, looks yummy, Reaper. Yes, yes. Let's do something special for her. All right, here we go. Who Dat? Shout out to Who Dat. By the way, Who Dat, we gave 2 different ranches in the chat room. I know she's been busy. So then I'm gonna do something special for Who Dat. She sent another $20 super chat. She says over here with another $20 super chat. Let me read it up. Over here with a $20 super chat. She says $20. Make a holla, Reaper Crew. She says $20 make you holla. She says $20 make Reaper holla. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? So you officially sparked up a little bit of an extra start of a stream. This is what I'm gonna do for Who Dat. Okay, I do know that Who Dat. She's not available to get all the whiskeys in the world. She doesn't have the ability to get all the great whiskeys, but I like to show her the best. And if there's one whiskey for her to get, I do want her to get this one. I don't want anybody else to buy it, only her. Okay, only Who Dat. This is so good. You already know if you've been watching, because she's been watching us for a good amount of time. I like to have this with some Sprite. But I kind of feel that $70 for this right now, you know what? Maybe if the company send me a free bottle and we could sponsor it with the company, maybe I'll start to show it more often. I'm going to probably reach out to them soon and talk about this so that I could get a limited amount of these bottles and I can show you guys. This is honestly good with some ice and some Sprite. But if you have the money, if you're just watching, all these whiskeys are great. But sometimes it's good to have some refreshing drink. Yes, this is empty. I have drank 5 bottles of this. I've also shared 5 bottles also. Let's not say I just drank it myself. The beautiful part of these bottles is, and by the way, this I'm just doing it for Who Dat, yeah? The beautiful part of this is they all have the perfect top. You could use this top for any whiskey, right? Any whiskey. Do I want to use it on any whiskey? I don't know. Do I want to? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But currently, you get this. I think you're paying. I think that's why this is so pricey. You're paying like $20 for this, right? You're paying like $40 for the whiskey. But yes, I definitely appreciate some of you getting my opinions. Anyways, Who Dat? This is what I'm gonna do. She thought probably that's the only thing I'm gonna show you. No, that's not the only thing I'm gonna show her. We're gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm not gonna do it real quick. I'm gonna give it some time. Okay, so I'm gonna put an expensive whiskey on here. You have to thank Who Dat for sending the super chat. Okay, so I'm gonna put a Ms. Kerr's Toasted Barrel. We're gonna put this in the front. Okay. And for some of you, you're getting extra content because of Who Dat. You gotta thank Who Dat. You gotta thank Who Dat for that. Okay. You gotta thank Who Dat for that. Okay. I'm gonna pour this up. Again, this is a limited release toasted barrel finish. What the hell did just happen? What the hell just happened? I just poured. God damn! I just poured the floor. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I just poured the floor. What does that mean? That means that oh my God, it smells so good. That means that I'm enlightening whatever spirit that's watching us, and that's the spirit of Who Dat. I gotta pour it on the floor. So, anyways, pour them out as I poured half of that on the floor. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Let's know what's up. This is so good. But it's so sweet. So I thought that this one was going to be like that because it's so sweet. And again, for some of you, I didn't put this out here because I just didn't feel like I wanted to put too many. But now that Who Dat sent a super chat, toasted barrel finish, there we go. Mid Currs. Let's drink this out. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Woo! You see, this one is a sweet version of any toasted barrel finish whiskey, bourbon, American whiskey out there. This is the sweetest version of any. It's just so sweet. Anyways, this is good. Right? Oh, this is what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this. Penelope is out of the ball game. Penelope's out of the ball game. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna even use this. I'm gonna use Jack Daniel's 10-year. No, don't use it. Don't use it. They say, who that? He's trying to say, who that? No, don't use it. By the way, who that? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Okay? Every day that you get to live another day, that's all that matters, right? I kind of say that. So this is what we're doing, who that. By the way, who that is going to be strictly for who that. She sent $20 bills, 220s. She sent 220s. Huge appreciation to my wrench. Who that? Here we go. Let's clean this up. Now, what whiskey do I want who that to get? I don't think she's going to be able to get any of these. These are really hard to get. These are rare whiskeys to get. Rare whiskeys there, but if she does find any of them, she needs to get them. Anyways, let's clean this up. If you think I'm going to drink this, you're out of your mind. Okay. Here's what we're going to do for who that. We're going to put this in the back. It's good to get a good, okay, we're good. Okay. All right, so this is what we're going to do. Okay. Nobody on YouTube has ever had the balls to do this. We got the balls out here to do this. By the way, JD, yes. Wait, time out. This is not, no. This is not Jack Daniels. This is not Jack Daniels Blackberry. Who that? Buy the Jack Daniels Blackberry. The Jack Daniels Blackberry is amazing. As a matter of fact, maybe I should do that. What you think? Should I mix up and do a Jack Daniels Blackberry? No. Who that? Time out. Who that? I take back my comment. Jack Daniels Blackberry, get it by itself. It's $20. $20. Get it, okay? Who that? The Jack Daniels Black. I don't have it on the screen. I have it inside. Get the Jack Daniels Blackberry. But remember who that? Drink it by itself. If you like it by itself, it's good. But do drink it with some ice and some Sprite. You saw the Sprite that I used, the cherry lime Sprite. Ooh! That cherry lime Sprite is insane. Insane. Okay, anyways, this is what we're going to do, who that. All right? Nobody on YouTube has ever done this because there's a lot of cheapos on YouTube that wouldn't do this. I'm going to mix up Jack Daniel's 10-year. Jack Daniel's 10-year. This is a brand new 2025 batch. Jack Daniel's 10-year with the Jack Daniel's Heritage. This is what we revolve the whole stream about. The Jack Daniel's Heritage. Okay. By the way, who that? If you find this, MSRP is $70. Okay, $70. I paid $90. Basically, I paid $100. I paid $100. Yeah, I paid $100. $90 basically. Matter of fact, I got a $20 gift card because I spent so much money. So I mean, I kind of spent. What is it? $70. I kind of spent $70. Right. Let's know what's out. Damn. Shee. Damn. Shee. What I'm going to do is, I don't know if you guys can see all these whiskeys. Let's lay them out. Can you see them now? Oh, we're gonna lay this out too here. Oof. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Let me see this. You gotta lay it out. Oof. Oof. Lay it out. Dead bodies out here, boy. Alright, here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drink this up. Jack Daniels 10-year with the Jack Daniels Heritage. Is this the best Jack Daniels mix you ever have in your life? I will tell you. The nose is insane. The nose is insane. Insane. It looks ugly. These things are flat on the floor. Man, this looks ugly. Can somebody be honest with me that looks ugly? God damn. I gotta be the only one that say it looks ugly. Damn, it looks ugly as hell. Real ugly. That looks real ugly. Real ugly. I could have sworn somebody could have told me, like, dude, if I get a bad haircut, I hope that some of you say it's bad. Oh, wait, the water. Damn, I gotta eat my meat inside. Here you go. Let's drink some. Shout out to Who Dat with a $40 super chat. We're at $100 on the stream. Oh my Lord. These two, you put these together and it fulfills what this heritage should officially have. Jack Daniels 10-year, 2025 with the Jack Daniels Heritage 2025 completes that perfect thing. I'm going to give a shout out to all of you. Thank you for watching today. You guys are awesome. Huge shout out to U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over there on the moon. Huge shout out to my Reaper crew. Reaper crew, I see you, Reaper crew. Who Dat? I see you. Who Dat? Thank you so much for the super chat. Brian, thank you so much. Be Young, Farm Kitty, all of you that have sent super chats. We had $100 on the stream. I'm working hard to give you guys a good stream. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to get super chats this month. I'm trying my best to give you guys a good stream. I try to give you a good stream every stream. For all of you watching, damn, this beer's good. Oh, you can rewatch the stream as much as you want to. Comment in the chat room. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's officially time. Reaper Crew. Time for me to sign out, Reaper Crew. Time for me to sign out, Reaper Crew. I'm out of here. Reaper sign out. I'll see you all soon. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. Reaper sign out. Who Dat?